The DNR are under no obligation to allow you to fix that mistake. If they think that you did it on purpose or that they want to charge you with something, they can do that. Hello everyone, this is Joseph Radzwion IV, your trusted attorney with Radzwion Law, PLLC. Today we are looking at new hunting rules for the upcoming hunting season in 2022 and 2023 here in the state of Michigan. Really, I foresee this rule being in place for the foreseeable future unless we the people do something. We either contact our legislative body and make some noise about how we are in disfavor of this rule. We'll explain a little bit why here in a little bit, but let's look at what the rule actually says. So the DNR puts out their Hunter's Digest every year, and on page 1 it says new rules are on page 50. So I skip down to page 50. It says new this year, mandatory deer harvest reporting. Report your deer within 72 hours of harvest or before you transfer possession. Learn more about deer harvest reporting requirements at michigan.gov/deer. There wasn't much on the state of Michigan's website, so I naturally went right to the source of the rule, which is under the Wildlife Conservation Order. This is Order 3.103, subsection 3. It says, within 72 hours after retrieval of a deer and before transfer of possession of a deer, a person shall report their deer harvest as instructed by the department and retain the associated harvest confirmation number. A person who kills a deer may designate another person to report their deer harvest. Transfer of possession means one of the following. The entire deer carcass is transferred to another individual for consumption. The entire deer carcass or head has been accepted by a processor or taxidermist, or the entire deer carcass or head has been submitted to the department. Now, what does this mean? This means that you as a hunter have 72 hours from the time that you have retrieved your deer from the woods to make a report to the DNR. Now, if that is not feasible for whatever reason, maybe you don't have self-service, maybe you don't have a family member that can help you report that through the online portal, then you will still have to report that deer before you transfer it to your taxidermy, to your butcher, or to someone else for their consumption. The Michigan website says that if you fail to do this reporting process, you may be charged with a 90-day misdemeanor subject to hundreds of dollars in fines. The DNR is intentionally vague here and has not actually put forth the section of the law that you can be charged with for messing this process up. Now, in a video that we are going to put out next week, we are going to look at the 3 areas of the law that I think the DNR may charge an individual under. Under one of these sections, you may even lose your hunting license if found guilty. Stay tuned for that one, but let's look specifically why this reporting requirement came about, according to some news articles, and then also just a few blurbs on the Michigan state or the Michigan government website. The DNR has become frustrated that all of their voluntary surveys that they've put out in the past have not received the elicited outcome or the reported information that they desire. So there you have it. They want mandatory reporting so that they can get the information that they seek and that they deem as important. Now, I understand that. The problem that I have with this rule are a couple things. Number one, the punishment imposed, which again we'll talk about in another video, is pretty severe. Number two, if you are reporting this information, you are responsible for holding on to that confirmation number. If you are charged with or you screw something up and then you are responsible for reporting that information, the duty is on you to keep good records. The duty is on you to prove your innocence, which is not how our legal system is supposed to be. It is your job to prove your innocence that you followed up with this new rule that the DNR has put forth. The last issue I have with this rule is that even within the rule, it says you are able to task another family member or friend with reporting that information for you. So now they are entangled in this process of what if they mistakenly identify the deer that you've harvested? What if they mistakenly submit information that is not correct and then the DNR use that against you. To me, that's not okay. Now, I know some of you may say, well, the DNR say that there's a way to remedy that, and there's a way for you to essentially incriminate yourself by calling them and saying, hey, I didn't report this the right way. Please have mercy on me, and let me fix the mistake that was made. The DNR are under no obligation to allow you to fix that mistake. If they think that you did it on purpose or that they want to charge you with something, they can do that. So what can we do to change these rules? Well, number one, and I will leave a link in the comment box below or on our blog page on this post, you need to contact your legislative representative and your Michigan State Senator. I know that this seems futile in most instances, but if everyone floods them with calls and emails, something might actually change. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe so that you can see how your hunting rights may be affected in our next video. Hit that like button if you support hunting rights here in the state of Michigan. Leave us a comment below as to what you think about this new rule, how it can be helpful, how it can be hurtful to hunters here in the state. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.